We are discussing about GATE 1995 ECE paper, and this question is related to analog circuits. An NPN transistor under forward active mode of operation is biased at collector current of 1 milliampere and has a total emitter base capacitance of 12 picofarad and the base transit time of 260 picoseconds. Under this condition, the depletion capacitance of the emitter base junction is, and remember that when every transistor is going to be having two junctions, one is emitter base junction, the other is collector base junction, and every PN junction is going to be either biased in forward or active mode, forward or reverse mode. So based on how they are biasing, transistor can operate in different regions, and out of that one, this forward active mode is going to be one of the operating region where emitter base junction JE is forward bias and collector base junction JC is reverse bias. So the transistor is in forward active mode, that is, it has given that emitter base junction is forward bias, collector base junction is reverse bias, and every junction is simply a PN junction. Next, and in PN junction there will be capacitance effect will be exist at high frequencies. So at high frequencies every PN junction will exhibit some capacitance effects. There are two different types of capacitances are present. One is diffusion capacitance CD and the other is transition capacitance CT. Transition capacitance is also called as depletion capacitance. Even though both the types of capacitances are present in forward bias or reverse bias, but only one dominates in either bias. So for PN junction, in PN junction under forward bias, whenever the PN junction is under forward bias, at that time both will present, but diffusion capacitance dominates. Under reverse bias, whenever the PN junction kept under reverse bias, then both will present, but transition capacitance dominates. So the meaning is total capacitance, if you assume it as CK, total capacitance as CK, by that time it is CD plus CT, which is approximately equal to CD in case of forward bias, and in case of reverse bias CK is equal to CT plus CD, and it is approximately equal to CT itself in reverse bias. So that is the meaning. In reverse bias transition capacitance dominates, in forward bias diffusion capacitance dominates. But here the question is, if both are considered, total emitter base capacitance is given as 12 picofarad, that is, we are considering this case now, because whenever the NPN transistor is in forward active mode, emitter base junction is always forward bias. So we are considering forward bias of PN junction. In that one, diffusion capacitance dominates and total capacitance is given as 12 picofarad. We need to calculate transition capacitance. Okay, now so first of all we will estimate the diffusion capacitance. Diffusion capacitance CD, the equation for this one is nothing but tau I by eta Vt. Tau is nothing but base transit time. Tau is transit time, and it has given that one 260 picoseconds. 260 picoseconds, and I is given as 1 milliampere divided by eta, it will be taken as 1, and Vt is given as 26 millivolts. So from this one we can calculate CD is equal to 10 picofarad. So diffusion capacitance is 10 picofarad, and it has given that one total capacitance is 12 picofarad, which is sum of diffusion plus transition capacitance. From this one, transition capacitance is Ck minus Cd. So 12 minus 10, which is nothing but 2 picofarad. So transition capacitance of the given question is 2 picofarad. Thank you.